episode 54, part 1 of Kenya's premier sports video podcast, the Three Quarters Podcast. As usual, we'd like to remind you to jump onto the hashtag Road to Japan to support the Kenya Simbas as they're still looking to qualify for the Rugby World Cup in 2019 in Japan. I'm Demima Duffield.
And I'm Ngashi, official noisemaker.
So this week we had 2 feature games. Well, one, and then those of us who didn't travel. So we'll start off with the Kabras versus Quins game, which ended 22-13 in favor of Kabras. How did that game go?
It was a deadly display by Kabras. Kabras made Quins play to their tune. I mean, with Charles Cadavillis being the head coach there and having been on the technical side for Quins for a very long time, I'm sure he knew the mindset Quins were going to come with. I'm sure he knew what Quins were going to try and do. Yeah. And he prepared his boys well to match up to that. Kabras dominated the physicality. They dominated the breakdown. As expected, they were going to be more physical than Quins.
Yes.
And Quins blundered by trying to match Kabras on the physicality because they should have tried and stuck to their brand of rugby.
Yes.
The game did change in the second half. First, I must say that it rained the first 10 minutes. And I think even the psyche of the Quins fans was like, oh my God, it rained. So, but it didn't rain for too long. Quins took too long to settle into the game. Yeah. Laila Siligo converted a penalty in the first maybe 5 minutes. And after that, it was downhill.
I'm sorry. I don't know why I have this smile on my face, but yes, please go.
Yeah, the introduction of Aaron Ofoyroth, popularly known as Double Black.
Okay, yes, now I know him as Double Black.
That's Double Black coming in at scrummer for Laila Siligo. I mean, Laila Siligo did not have a good game by his standards. Mm-hmm. And the good thing about Laila is that he does not lie. He says he knows when he doesn't have a good game. And a conversation he had after the game, and he's like, I didn't have a good game today.
Yeah.
So Double Black coming in resulted in Quins playing some very expansive brand of rugby. Mm-hmm. And they were able to get back within touching distance. For a while, it was 19-13, just a converted try for Quins.
Yeah.
I think also Quins failed in personnel, to be honest. The front rows were quite solid. One twin, one of the Kangere brothers. Yeah. Khalwale at hooker and Paul Kiokonzioks, whose ball carrying was exceptional on the day. Kenya Simba's captain Wilson Kopondo, of course, his physicality and his ball carrying. It's just unfortunate that Quins were not feeding because Kopo will always attract 2 guys, then give you some space to play. Fortunately, they didn't do that. But the problem was more to do with the backline. For example, in my opinion, I think Alex Olava should have started ahead of Dennis Muhanji. Mm-hmm. He came on and scored a try, Alex Olava. So
super sub.
Yeah, super sub. The backs for a very long, I'm telling you, it rained, so definitely it was muddy. Quins were putting on white jerseys. For a very long time, the backs' jerseys were very clean, meaning that these guys were not getting involved in the game. And like we were sitting down, we were watching the game with, or rather standing up, we were watching the game with Moses Amsala of KCB and Kenya and Bramwell Mayaka, who's now he was at Homeboys, he's not at Kabras.
Yeah.
And he was saying, look at the Quins backline. Laila Siligwa, Isaac Adimo, Dennis Muhanji, Patrice Agunda.
All-star backline.
Exactly. Yeah. I mean, apart from Brian Beckham, everyone there was a Kenyan international and had some experience. So Quins' their strong point was going to be their backline, and unfortunately they didn't use it. We were talking about with one of the members of the technical bench of Quins after the game, and he was saying, I mean, any team that faces up to Quins and sees Patrice Agunda and David Ambunya is going to tighten up their midfield. Yeah. So use them as dummy runners. Yeah. You'd think that's going to happen, but unfortunately they didn't do that. Kudos to Kabras. They matched them and they were mentally there. And on the day, look, hats off to Charles Cadavillis and his team. They actually played a very good game.
I wish we bet. I really wish we bet. I mean, that was a very unfortunate loss for Harlequins, but
you still wish.
I still wish.
Sometimes you say Kabras is Quins B. I mean, Eddie's a child.
We're not even going to
Charles Cadavillis. But anyway, that's for another day.
So How about Quins B beats Quins A?
Yeah, Quins B beats Quins A on the day. How about your game? I mean, KCB versus Homeboys must have been a very good game.
Yes, it was. Scores ended 26-6 to KCB. At some point, I must admit, it was tough on both teams. I mean, it didn't look like anyone really was going to score. It didn't look like there'd be 20 points difference. I mean, no, I mean...
It's not that you mentioned it. 20 points difference.
Actually, yeah. I mean, at some point, we're like, it's going to be a really... we thought it would be pound for pound most of the time. We had people like Mohamed Omolo doing what he does best. I mean, his box kicks and his kicks are always going to mess up most defenses. Darwin also coming in with his kicks. So there were many penalties, which were, most of them were converted. But at the end of the day, I mean, if you're not going to score a try, which was unfortunate for Homeboys, but that's just what happened. They couldn't score. I mean, at some point you thought, Homeboys were really attacking a lot, but still couldn't score. KCB on the day, you had your players like Andrew Monde just putting his body on the line as usual. I mean, I remember watching the game with a few KCB guys, and I'm like, I mean, Andrew's doing what he... I mean, that was very smart rugby. For him, he knows. When you compare him to most of the KCB players, most of them are not as strong as him, not as big as him. So to take him down will take at least 2-3 people. And he just kept going at them and kept going. And Davis Chenge also helped. I mean, he's like a house. I remember the first try was actually Davis Chenge, and he just ran through some people. I think they were in the 5. And he just went straight through them. Gap niwewe, basically. You are the gap. So yes. It was a good game. It was exciting despite the scoreline. It was actually a really exciting game. With the ESS, I mean, Homeboys winning the ESS game, I was wondering how the Kenya Cup game would have gone. But all in all, it was a very good game.
and it's good you say that, because also on the other side, Quins did win the ESS game. Oh my goodness, there's a fly for Okia. Solomon Okia, I think, or something like that. Jesus Christ, he's gonna be... Isaac Adimo needs to watch out. He's gonna be somewhere there. But anyway, that's a discussion for another day.
So that was a very entertaining game on that side.
So we go into the results for the other games. We had an Nakuru beating a Black Blood 28-6, which was expected. We had Impala Hamakisi 77-0. Sponsors Derby.
But that was expected.
I didn't expect 77-0.
Not that scoreline.
And the funny thing is, after the Quins game ended, the feature game ended, I called Martin Karaoke, who's a renowned heckler. And I was like, what's the score? It's like 77-0. Then he starts telling me, and all the Kisi guys are the ones who were scoring the tries. Vincent Mose, Samuel Motari. So I think Mose had a hat trick.
Really?
So 77-0 for Impala. Mwamba finally winning. Finally winning. They beat Mombasa RFC 74-3. We had Nondis versus Strathmore, which must have been a good game. It ended 25-20.
Must have been. Nondis proved me wrong.
Exactly. Nondis proved you wrong. Must have been. But I'll also have a couple of the big names back. The Benji Marshalls and the works. So Nondis 25, Strathmore 20, KCB 26, Homeboys 20. KCB 26, Homeboys 6. And of course Kabras 22 and Quins 13.
That I think this weekend has had an exciting lot of games. Like so far, I think this has been a good weekend. It
has been a good and what a way to come back into the rugby schedule.
Match day 6. We've got Nondis versus Kabras at Jamhuri. We've got Mombasa versus Strathmore at Mombasa Sports Club. We've got Black Lad taking on Kisii at KU. Mwamba versus KCB. At Railways. We've got Nakuru versus Homeboys at Nakuru Athletics Club. And then the feature game of the week is Quins taking on Impala at Kenya Harlequins.
Predictions. Nondis versus Kabras, I think Kabras are too strong. Mombasa versus Strathmore, I think Strathmore are going to win. Black Blood versus Kisii, I think Blood. That one for me is that one for me is a tricky one. But I think Blood are going to win. Mwamba versus KCB are going to be too strong for Mwamba. Nakuru versus Homeboys. Despite Homeboys being Nakuru being at home, I actually think Homeboys are going to win. And Quins versus Impala, it's Ngong Road Derby. It's a noisy neighbors. Of course,
but you'll still be faithful.
I'll still be faithful and stick.
Die-hard supporter.
Yeah, stick with Quins on this one.
Now, for the Quins versus Impala game, I mean, that's our feature game. Obviously, we want everyone to come down and watch. What do you think needs to be done? I mean, for Quins to win or for Impala to win?
Mentally. It's going to be mental strength. This is a derby. Derbies are not one. I mean, you'll prepare. Everyone is going to prepare on the day. But derbies all over the world are one with who is mentally prepared on the day. And I think for this game, whoever is going to be mentally sharp is the one who's going to win.
I definitely agree with you.
Yeah.
Because both teams have been sort of on and off, especially this season.
Yeah.
Impala, when they don't show up, we have seen they don't show up.
Yeah.
And it's been more or less the same with Harlequins. I mean, when they started off with Homeboys, they lost that game.
Yeah.
And they've lost their second game now to Kabras. But between the two, I think it just depends on who shows up on the day and who is better mentally prepared.
We'll just have to wait and see how that goes.
Yes, we do.
Yep.
So guys, come on. Come sit with us, even. Come sit with us. Yes.
Not
Quins
buying
versus
drinks, though.
No. No one said anything about that. No. Quins Impala. It'll be a big game. Derby, Ngong Road Derby. The
Original.
Ngong Road. Yes, the original Ngong Road Derby. You can't miss it. Guys, remember you can talk to us by following us on Instagram, liking our page on Facebook, and subscribing to our YouTube channel. I'm Demi Duffield.
And I'm Gashi, official noisemaker.
See you in part 2.